Hi, today we'll be learning to draw this beautiful colorful umbrella and also color it using oil pastels. So the first step is to draw the umbrella. So I'm drawing a semicircle and then some inverted scallops to finish off my umbrella and curved lines. Basically, I want each panel to have a different color. Feel free to use any colors that you like. If you want your entire umbrella to be in the same color, go ahead and do that. I'm just going to go crazy with the colors that I use, and each panel I am going to tackle it individually, where I will first add in a lighter color and then add in some darker color to add some shade to it. You can also go reverse, because in some cases our colors might look a little too dark when we apply it on the paper, and then you might want to make it lighter. So if you want to do it that way, there are two ways to do it. You can either add white to make it light, or add like a lighter color of the same thing, two shades lighter, otherwise it is not going to show much. You could use also maybe like a contrast color if you want to give like a different kind of an effect. So here I'm adding a little bit green. Why I have done that is my base yellow had a lot of green on top of it. I hadn't cleaned that particular oil pastel, so I've changed the entire thing to a green because of that. So these are small hacks that you can play around with. So for the first panel, I am using now some orange to make it a little lighter, because the red was too dark for me. You could also create swatches of all of your colors, so you can pick and choose as you feel like. But a lot of times, sometimes, especially with oil colors, because oil pastels, sorry, because what happens is they're sticky, so we might lose the swatch sheet unless you have fixed it. So what you can do is you can, these are the kind of hacks that you'll need to know. For example, over here my blue is also dark, so I'm using a little bit of white on top of it to make it slightly lighter. And this is another way to clean it. You can use tissues. You can see my white has a lot of colors on it. It's because I use it extensively. And so you can also use like a little bit of you can scrap it off on top of your white at the tip if you want to remove it. So now I'm going with the pink, and I'll probably add some purple to it to give a little bit of shade. So that way my light and dark shade will still be there. So this way I'm going to do it for all the individual panels. Another way that you can make your umbrella look really nice is have alternate colors. So probably stick with two colors, maybe green and red, and alternate them, or yellow and orange, and alternate them, pink and purple. So a lot of fun ways that you can do. So here I'm making it completely colorful. The process of using oil pastels is very therapeutic. It feels really nice because it's very smooth. If you've seen my earlier videos, I would have spoken about how there are lots of different kinds of varieties of oil pastels which are out there. So you can choose which one you really like by looking at probably a few reviews and trying and testing out a few before you get your final ones. There are a lot of different prices also available. Start off with like lower one, figure out whether you like it or don't like it. Just know that there are some which are really smooth, there are some which are not, so different purposes they serve. So you could choose and see which one you like the best. So here what I'm doing is I've used a little bit of black, and I'm creating like an outline, but then not like a too sharp one. I just want to give like a little bit of an effect, but I don't want it to like stand out too much. So I've also used some white now to give a little bit of highlight between each panel. So again here I messed up with the green by using the white without cleaning it. That's why a little bit of red has come on top of it. But I kind of like I'm okay with these kind of tiny mistakes which are there, because it kind of gives a really interesting feel to my painting. And I'm trying to fix it now by adding a little bit of darker green, and you can see it looks really nice when you do that. So here I'm using a darker shade of red on the first panel. So like that I'm going to do it for every panel. There will be some residue from your oil pastels. Be very careful when you're removing it. Do not press it because it will leave an impression on your page. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. See you for the next one.